Brain has got three different parts. Now I want to tell you about them. The first is called cerebrum, and second one is called cerebellum, and third one is called medulla oblongata. These three are the major parts of brain. There are three parts in brain. They are like this. And cerebrum is the bigger part, and it occupies most of the part of the brain. And cerebellum is smaller than cerebrum, which lies at the back side of the brain, back part of the brain. And medulla oblongata lies at the lower side of the brain. Comparatively, this medulla oblongata is very smaller than that of the cerebellum and cerebrum. Okay, I want to show this with the help of a diagram. Let's go to diagram. Here, the upper part means this part is cerebrum, and this part is cerebellum, and the lower side, this part is medulla oblongata. We are talking about cerebrum first. We're talking about cerebrum. This big part is cerebrum. Now, today I want to talk about this cerebrum only. Let's talk about the function of cerebrum. Today I want to tell you about cerebrum only. What are the major function of cerebrum? We can say like this. It perceives the sensory impulse coming from the sense organ. Our sense organ, there are 5 major sense organs: eye, nose, ear, skin, and tongue. Okay, all these sense organs observe something, and this observation is carried to the brain in the forms of what? Impulse by nerves. And it perceives, that's why the major function of cerebrum is it perceives the sensory impulse coming from the sense organs. Whatever comes, just for example, something is touched, and this information, this type of object is touched, is carried to the brain. In the same way, if we are looking at something, then that vision is also carried to the brain, and brain perceives all these. Okay, this is one of the important function of cerebrum. Now let's talk about second one. This is the another function. It releases motor impulse to the striated muscle for voluntary movements. What it mean? Whenever our brain decides something to do, then it releases motor impulse. Just for example, we have to go out from our house for something, then brain orders in the forms of what? Motor impulse to the striated muscle, and muscle begin to coordinate his body motion, and he will walk for certain walk, and these movements are actually voluntary movements, and these are under the control of ourselves. Okay, now next and third one important function of cerebrum is it is a seat of intelligence, memory, wills, thinking, learning, and emotions. Different parts of the cerebrum, what is shown to you just before this, the different parts, front side, back side, middle part, different part is responsible for, and there's different different things. Some part is, one of the part is responsible for intelligence and memory. For memory, another part of the cerebrum is responsible for wills, another part of cerebrum is responsible. All this lies in the cerebrum. That's why it is told that intelligence, memory, wills, thinking, learning, and emotions are seated in the cerebrum. And these three are the major function of cerebrum, what I told you. If somewhere you have to present this, or somewhere you have to write this, you can write these three major functions of what? Cerebrum. Okay, this much for today.